Hello, this is Myra Elaine on the Buying Space channel. Today I continue my reading of Proverbs, and I'm reading through Proverbs in not the normal way people read through Proverbs. I'm not reading a chapter a day for 31 days. Proverbs is this pack full of wisdom, and I want to take my time. I'm not going just one verse at a time. Sometimes I'm reading two verses, sometimes three, sometimes five, and I might come across a chapter that I read the whole chapter. But that day is not today. We are in Proverbs chapter 3, verses 13 is where I'm going to start. Blessed are those who find wisdom, those who gain understanding, for she is more profitable than silver and yields better returns than gold. She is more precious than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with her. Why is wisdom more valuable than gold and silver? Why is understanding more valuable than gold and silver? See, wisdom is when you have understanding and knowledge, and you use that understanding and knowledge to develop skills and to take actions in life. Let me give you an example. If you remember the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, and the giant had a goose that laid golden eggs. Now, a lot of us would come along and we would just grab that egg. But what did Jack do? He took the goose because he wanted golden eggs for life, not just for the year or the week or however long the money from that golden egg would have lasted. So in life, we need to think about things in the terms of long-term goals, long-term needs, and greater needs beyond ourself. The continuous golden egg will get you further in life, and having the goose will get you further in life. So if you have wisdom, it'll give you the insight, it'll give you the discernment on how to perpetually care for yourself and care for others and have influence. The Bible doesn't discourage people from being prosperous at all, ever. It's how you gain that prosperity. If you gain that prosperity, then by evil means, then that's not okay. If you gain that prosperity but through honest means, then there's nothing wrong with that. It also says that it's more difficult for a rich man to go to heaven than thread the eye of a needle. And the reason it says that is a lot of people gain wealth, gain riches, gain fame through ill-gotten gain, through doing things that are evil, by making deals with Satan, by compromising yourself. I love my father. I love my father dearly. But he worked at a job, and he worked at that job because he wanted to take care of himself. He wanted to take care of my mother. He wanted to take care of our family. And he worked really hard as a truck driver. And this was before they had computers in the truck, and they kept logbooks. And the company showed them how to cheat on their logbooks. They subtly trained them through the dispatchers here and there to show how they could work longer hours, how they could cheat the system with that logbook. And my father hated that he had to be dishonest to have his job. And they fired people that did not play along. My father was eat up with guilt about that. He was a good man, and he compromised his morals to get that paycheck to take care of Mom and me and Marty and help his son when he needed to. And he did that out of love, but he still compromised himself. And it was detrimental to his health. It was detrimental to his body. It was detrimental to his mental well-being. Now, there are people out there whose fathers are abusive alcoholics. And I honor my father in that. And also, he worked in severe pain. That man loved his family, and he did it out of love. But he sacrificed himself in so many ways for us. I dearly miss him, but he put himself through hell for us. There aren't men like that anymore that I know of. But I guess he had wisdom in a lot of ways. He knew what life would be like for us without his income. For Mom. My mom, she was spoiled rotten and didn't know it. But I miss them both. And today will probably be one of those days when I'll be grieving some about my parents. I've got a picture in the living room of my parents. But they struggled. They struggled financially. But in many ways, they were rich. They had each other his entire life. And my mom was able to live relatively comfortably after he passed because of all the work he did, all the struggles he went through for her and for the rest of us. They both said they wanted a legacy when they moved on, and they have one. They absolutely have one. And part of that was him sacrificing his moral conscience and living with that. But he did that out of love. So if you have choices to make in life, seek out wisdom. Seek out the scriptures. Look at positive examples around you of love, commitment, loyalty, generosity, self-sacrifice, love. You all have a wonderful and blessed day.